This is Pleasant Valley Potato, located in eastern Idaho in the town of Aberdeen. During harvest, potatoes are brought to bulk storage facilities like the two shown here. Potatoes will then be brought out of those facilities by truck and brought to the packing facility. The potatoes will be unloaded from the truck and brought up into conveyor systems as shown here. These potatoes will go up this conveyor system into some large hoppers. From the hoppers, the potatoes will go into another conveyor, which will rinse the potatoes and eliminate dirt from the field. After that, they go through a final rinsing process as shown here to clean them up before packaging. The potatoes then go into the packing facility into other hoppers, which have conveyors at the bottom. These conveyors will bring the potatoes up to a grading table where any defects will be taken out. Only high quality potatoes are packed at Pleasant Valley, so any external defects that they can see they will discard at this point by a visual inspecting process. The potatoes will then be brought into another hopper, which has a large conveyor at the bottom. The potatoes that are then brought from here to the sizing equipment. The potatoes come down onto this sizing equipment onto what is known as a pre-singulator, where the potatoes are lined up and will each receive their own cup or carrier for sizing. Once each potato is in its own cup, it will go through this sizing equipment, which will determine the size of that potato, and then will drop that potato to the associated drop that it belongs to based off of its size. Each of those drops goes in different directions depending upon the size of the potato and the package that it's going to go into. Here are drops that are going into potato boxes. Each drop has a different size of potato based off of the count size that's supposed to go into that box. Again, any extra defects are looked for through a visual process, so that only high quality potatoes go into those boxes. Here you can see a box that is getting filled. Once it has the appropriate amount of potatoes in it, it will be kicked off onto a conveyor belt and the next box will get filled. From here, the boxes will go onto this conveyor, which has a taping machine to be taped. You can see as the boxes go through this machine, the top of the lid is folded down and then taped. The boxes then go through this shaker that helps to settle the potatoes towards the bottom of the box and push the lid down on the box. From here, the boxes will go on this turntable onto another conveyor, which will take them to the basement where they will be palletized. Here you can see those boxes coming down into the basement, and they are being hand stacked onto pallets. The pallets are then put on this holding area, which has appropriate air conditions to keep the potatoes cool and fresh. They will remain here until their appropriate load is ready for them to be put on to the truck. Pleasant Valley also does mesh sacks. When the potatoes came off that sizer, they went onto another conveyor system which brought them over here, where the sacks are filled and sewn and then put onto pallets. Pleasant Valley Potato also does consumer bags of potatoes, which are smaller potatoes. These machines here package those poly or plastic sacks, and then they go on these conveyor systems. Pleasant Valley has several of these consumer packaging machines, so they can kick out a lot of consumer bags. These consumer bags are then put into master containers These master containers hold 5 of these consumer bags. They're then taped and put over here for stacking on pallets. Here at Pleasant Valley, the State Department of Agriculture for Idaho has inspectors on site that inspect product to make sure that it meets USDA requirements and standards. Potatoes are loaded onto rail cars or onto truck beds and truck semis for delivery to their destination, as these trucks here are waiting to ship the potatoes from Pleasant Valley to the location, store they're supposed to go to.